full extent of his crimes as yet unknown.
Dr. Harold Frederick Shipman of Hyde, Manchester, murdered 215 of his patients over a 20-year period. His reputation as a caring GP in a close-knit town was a thin veil for his evil killings. He committed the ultimate betrayal in patient-doctor trust and callously murdered with lethal injection, making this a crime that shook Britain.
It's the last thing that you would expect is a well-respected doctor in a small town, might be killing his patients.
When everything came out, people still couldn't believe that it was Dr. Shipman.
Whenever Mum spoke about Shipman, he was a wonderful man and he was very caring and very loyal and did whatever he could. Mum was always over the moon about how wonderful he was, how well he treated my dad, how well he treated my mum, what a brilliant doctor he was. And I was always, blimey, this came across as a bit of a Superman.
So the reason I put that clip in is not because I'm accusing anyone of being a murderer. I just want people to realise that, for instance, Dr. Shipman, he was trained to be a doctor, and there was more going on inside him than everybody saw. And as you can see, this person killed hundreds of people. We've got to remember that people can act a certain way when really they live for something else. They try and cover up their real selves. And I know you're all thinking that you can't trust anybody, because that would be a really horrid world to live in. But it just shows that people who you think you can trust, people who act a certain way in the time that you're with them in their company, that's not them all the time. We just have to be more aware. My videos in the past, they've shown stuff that David and Kim have done. There's been red flags for everybody to see, but still people want to believe that these people are kind and good and are empathic. They do help. Yes, they've got some great information, but they've Googled it, they've researched it. We can all act empathic. You can act like a good person. See, the good person is the act. It's the bad person that's real. No one acts to be bad. No one acts to be vindictive, to be malicious, to be a predator. No one acts anger, but everybody can act being good. And that's what we forget. The good is the act, the bad is the real. What you're seeing here is some of the fake profiles that I've been attacked with, calling me fake because someone else actually, they set up an account. There was a Michelle Kelly that had actually got a playlist of my videos, and I don't know whether they actually believed it or they faked it. I don't know what goes on in these people's heads, but what they did is they used this Michelle Kelly's playlist to accuse me of creating another one to start to harass and cyberstalk, which I wasn't doing. I tried to tell people it wasn't me. They actually even wrote to this Michelle Kelly and threatened her to remove that, the playlist. They threatened her under the guise of cheeky chuff and tag your read. Now, as you saw by those texts, that is either Kim or David. I don't know which one it is. I can't put my finger on it. Probably both. Cheeky chuff, as you saw, and tag your read, the same person. They were going around telling YouTube that it was I was pretending to be Michelle Kelly, but Michelle Kelly got threatened by David and she was very upset, so I think she closed the channel down, which is pretty sad because she was another abuse victim that got involved in this. So they don't care who they use, they don't care what goes on, they don't care what happens, as long as they can save that mask and keep that mask fully in place. So yeah, the accounts, the fake accounts, the 87 text messages, I've done this in videos before, and I'm just trying to do a quick rundown. All those messages I found from Cheeky Chuff saying that I was an identity fraud and all that business, and I was mentally ill. It's just crazy. The things that these people will do to cover their arses is unbelievable. And the reason that I also know, because the Cheeky Chuff has actually sent a message to David, and the message says, "Hi David." Actually, David uses the word cuckoo a lot, so that gave me a clue. So it could be David talking to himself. David, if you want to defend yourself against this video, let's go for it, go for it. "Hi David, the cuckoo is quiet, so I think I will take your advice and wait a little more and see if she deletes all the videos on her own first." Now, if David's trying to sort of say distance and sort of act as if it was nothing to do with him, he's actually made a mistake there, because he He sent that to himself. So what it tells me is this cheeky chuff who has been accusing me of being mentally ill and stalking me and harassing me in videos is attached to David in some way by asking him or taking his advice. So David has been giving advice to this cheeky chuff who has been stalking me. There we go.
Legions of followers who believe in this image of perfection and kindness and love. Their passive-aggressive ways will be able to take all of their followers and all of the people that drink their covert narcissist Kool-Aid, and they will be able to get them to understand what is wrong with you.
These are, again, messages, texts, comments. And they're only comments, they're only texts. It's what they say that's quite defamation of character. Well, I haven't done any of this. I don't remember doing anything like this to David or Kim. I mean, I have an opinion. I probably bitched about them. But I don't write stuff like this saying that I'm in for a big surprise because the FBI have been informed. You know, that's just feeding... It's a feeding frenzy for the trolls to feel like that there is a real danger from me and that I'm a really sad, sick person that needs to be off YouTube, when actually it's the other way around. These texts are disgusting, and it's crazy. I actually don't even know what to say about them anymore. I'm going to make her look as crazy as she is. Right, well it's just, this is a smear campaign against me because I'm proving what they're doing to me. But they aren't proving what I'm doing to them, except by words and videos and dog whistle videos. You're a pig, Val. I'm being called a pig in this one here. So if you do want to pause any of them, just pause and read them thoroughly, because I do go past them quite quickly. See? That's your opinion, David. I'm fine with it. I actually reply. I don't reply with anything really nasty. I actually reply. I mean, these are only a few of them. I'm under criminal investigation. She's disgusting. She can't stop herself. Her days are numbered. What a horrible piece of narc shit. This is actually a life coach. I can't say his name. If you don't want to believe me and think this is my writing, then it's up to you. But this is a life coach that's actually having people come to him because David is traumatizing them more. And he's now having to start afresh with them and fix them all over again. I asked his permission to put this on, and he did say yes, you can, as long as you don't put my name with it.
Of course, I start to see the humor in what's happening to poor David, right? I mean, here David doesn't want to step up against a woman, look like a man who's willing to brutalize a woman. I mean, David's a pretty classy guy. And had it been a man attacking him, he might have gone nose to nose with it. But, I mean, he chose to just turn a blind eye, focus on healing, focus on recovery. And David did a great job handling that situation. But what he's been dealing with is the British version of Michelle Taylor. Absolutely relentless cyber stalking maniac. I mean, it was unbelievable watching. At first, I was shocked and fucking horrified. And then I started to see the humor in this thing. So relentless in her attack. Such a liar, a habitual, pathological liar. Absolutely batshit crazy, out of her mind. And then straight to her narc. So dismissive. Oh, well, just grow up. Whatever. Like, are you kidding me, Val? Val, change the name of your channel to Toxic Me. You are one sad excuse for a human being, lady. Well, no doubt what Val is. Val is an absolute habitual lying predator from hell. That's exactly what she is. And if you allow yourself to be exposed to that level of poison, you are never going to heal. And what?
So there's Kim talking about me on one of her videos. I actually, after all these texts that she sent with saying that I'm a criminal and I'm UK's worst cyber stalker and I've got a criminal background and there's cases against me and the victims are coming forward, and I asked for data on my criminal. I mean, this is really sad to have to do this. But this is not only just clearing my name, it's just trying to prove to people that these people are out there, and if I don't support myself and they do this to somebody else, what they're doing to me and what they're doing to a couple of other YouTubers and a lot of subscribers also, the next person that this happens to may not be as strong as me, may not fight it, may not want to prove themselves, and may just get damaged more. And not only have they been damaged and hurt and traumatized and got CPTSD from their past and their abusers, they're now going to have been abused by the coaches they trusted, and I just think that is despicable and it's disgusting. So there's that. So if anyone wants to sort of think that I'm a criminal and believe what everything that Kim's saying, that's absolutely fine. You'll probably say this was fake, but hey, do you know, I'm not going to sit and make fake stuff up. That's projection. I don't do stuff like that. Yeah, David's abuse on subscribers. So if you want to sort of pause on these, you can read them probably a little bit slower. These are some of the subscribers that have sent me what David said to them. I think it's... See, coaches shouldn't do this. Coaches shouldn't do this, guys. We all get angry. We all get annoyed with our customers. But if I actually spoke to people like this in my hair salon... Jennifer Wilson's reply is disgusting. Pause on this one. It's... You don't. I mean, I actually am speechless whilst this video is playing in front of me, and whilst I'm kind of... I don't understand how people can do this to others. This foxy lady told me that she was emailing him trying to ask him for help, and then he called her emailing and her texting and her messaging him. He turned around and said that she's harassing him.
To identify or find out what your narcissist is doing wrong is what they accuse you of. I have a smear campaign against me by a bunch of losers that have no life. They don't even know me. They make things up. I don't care. Should I? They did everything they could to ruin someone's life. And you know what they said? They hurt me. I said, how? They said they called me a bad friend and didn't want to be my friend anymore. So I tried to ruin their life. That's sick. That's sick. That is sick. Nasty. Borderlines do things like this, guys. Borderline.
At this point, he's obviously slipped in there that borderlines do this. In other words, Val, you're a borderline.
Everyone is mortified. It's your fault. Your fault. Look what you did to me. Look what you do. You're a bad person. Oh, you're a bad person. Something very, very wrong with somebody that does this. And I've told you guys before, I have a stalker, okay? And this woman is out of her mind. I mean, the accusations, the allegations, the obsession, posting stuff on multimedia.
Yeah, projecting his smear campaign onto me. Can I just say this is a man pretending that he's got a smear campaign? Let's just take away the smear campaign, the narcissism. This is a person pretending that he's got a smear campaign going against him. That's what I'm going to say. He's pretending to be the victim of a smear campaign. He's pretending to be cyber-stalked because he wants to throw me into the limelight of being crazy. Whenever I keep showing them what he's doing to me, he will just keep on saying she's crazy. I've never ever known anything like this in my life.
Over and over and over and over, and I have no contact with this person. I've asked this person to leave me alone.
Can I just say one thing? I think if I was really stalking or really cyber stalking and he was a real victim and he was normal, he would have probably emailed me at the beginning where he's just said there, I've asked her to stop. David's never asked me to stop. Why? Because there's nothing to ask to stop. David has never emailed me and said, please leave me alone. Why? Because I've not done anything to this man. There's nothing to ask to stop, so he's never actually asked me to stop, because that would be the main thing that you would do, wouldn't it? You would email and you'd go to the police. Well, that's another story. But no.
Leave me alone. Stop. And for months, won't stop. And nothing of substance. This kind of shit is damaging, and there's something wrong with you, okay? And this is to help you identify it so you can stop it, because that's what we need to do, okay? And these are all things my stalker does. Desire to do evil. Who wants to do someone evil? I don't give a shit what you claim someone's done to you. That's sick. That's sick. you know? Premeditation, thinking about and planning stuff before you do it. Repetition. So imagine, you know, posting articles, posting videos every week over and over and over and over and over again about one person.
Every week over and over and over again. No, I think that's a lie, but let's just continue.
Because anybody that does this is fucked up. On and on and on and on and on about somebody that doesn't want anything to do with them. They don't care if you ask them to stop. Stop harassing me, stop saying false allegations, stop smearing me, stop committing libels, stop telling people I'm this and I'm that, and they just keep going. Illegal. Stalking. You're a creep. We all are abused by a narcissist, and afterwards we feel that we need to expose them. Okay? But going back and telling they're narcissists, post it on here, narcissists, they're doing this, that is stalking, you guys. That's why we can't do this. I don't give a shit what you think about somebody or what they've done to you. We don't try to ruin people's lives.
See, it's very easy to change the word proving my innocence into smear campaign. That's what narcissists do, is they will change the name and change the context. So my smear campaign is me just trying to defend myself, which is what he should be doing, because if I really was a smear campaign, where's his defence except for videos? Where's his proof? Because in this stuff that I'm showing you now, he goes on and on and on about how he's got evidence this high. You know, show the evidence. And I have actually asked him plenty of time to show the evidence.
So say someone posts something on their website or makes a video and puts it on their YouTube channel, right? And they just leave it there for everyone to just contribute to trashing that person.
Which is what David does. Just puts his videos up and he actually goes into the comments with fake accounts and starts to poke people kind of and talk about me in the comments as someone else. And also what's happening is, though he doesn't say my name in the videos, that's something that's going to come up, is I would imagine he's probably emailing my name to people anyway, but he goes down in the comments, and when people say things in the comments like, who is this person that you're talking about, David, he will go underneath with a fake account. And if he wants to prove me wrong on this, then go for it, David. It's another defence that you can do. You can prove me wrong on this, because I'm talking, I'm not smearing, I'm just proving my innocence. It's very boring when you keep hearing that repeated over and over again. But then he'll go underneath that comment and he'll tell the person who it is, and he'll say my name. I don't think he said my personal name, but even just sending them to my channel, he sends them to my channel and he says toxic free. So obviously that's a way of getting my name out there. If he says it in the comment, then everybody under the video who looks at the comment, you don't need to say my name in the video. You just need to say it in the comment box underneath. So everybody reading the comments then knows who's the video's about. So are you with me? So that's kind of like proxy. That's a sly, undercover, covert way of smearing me and sending people to my channel once he's told them I'm a smear campaign and I'm a cyber stalker and I'm mentally ill and I'm a freak. That's how he does it.
Attempts to gather information about the victim. Approaching victims' friends, family, work colleagues. Stalking, illegal. Monitoring targets' online activities. Stalking, illegal. Encouraging others to harass the victim. Stalking. False victimization. Big one. Because the people that do this believe that they're a victim. They tell everyone, I'm a victim. Cyber stalker will claim the victim is harassing him or her. My stalker does this. I've had zero contact with this person.
I've never contacted his family, I've never contacted anybody, I've not done any of the things he's telling in this video. It's a hard one, isn't it? It's a really difficult one. And I think anybody that's watching this has been through the same thing. Is you're trying to tell people, the trouble is with what's happening here is that you might want to be telling people in your town, your friends in your vicinity. I'm actually trying to educate people and at the same time tell people that this is not what I've done. But it's so hard. And I think we need to start looking really truthfully at who's saying what, who's doing what. Because if anyone's ever seen anything where I've called David mentally ill, I've probably slipped up a few times, called him a narcissist, but hey, I've actually never said anything anywhere, and he's not actually got any proof anywhere. Let's just keep playing.
Nothing. I don't respond, I don't reply, they won't stop. They're accusing me of smear campaigning. They're accusing me of harassing. She's accusing me of all these things when I've done absolutely nothing. And she's doing this and doing it 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 over and over and over and over again all year long. I've never said one thing. Have I, guys? Have I said anything about anybody that's harassing me and stalking me? Have I told you who it is? Have I said anything about this person? No, I'm not going to, because that's what they want.
Yeah. He doesn't need to say anything. He doesn't need to say my name, because obviously he's doing it down in the comments box. And he also doesn't want to say my name because he knows that what he's doing to me is defamation. He knows he's lying. So if he says my name in videos, that's actually proof that I can take to court. You know, even just toxic free or anything. If he actually said anything, because he's read up, he knows what he's talking about. He knows if he says my name that he's in trouble, which is why he's actually not said my name, but he's pretending, he's twisting the context. I haven't said her name because I'm not going to lower myself as low as she does. But that's not actually why he's not saying my name, because he knows that I will do him for defamation of character. But you see, you need proof. This is where they're clever. You need proof. You need evidence of his smear campaign. Tit for tat, really, isn't it?
They're begging me to make a video about them. I'm not kidding. It's out there on social media. I could show you. Say, talk to me, message me, make a video about me. Cuckoo. Cuckoo! I told you to leave me alone!
Where is this proof? They're just trying to give it backbone. They're trying to give their lives back. Email you. No, don't email it. Put it up. Put it up. Make a video. Make a video for me and for everybody else of all the proof that you've found that I am the things that you're talking about in everything since New Year's Eve. That's how truthful I know I am. Because I can challenge you to do it.